Hello and welcome to TA for Traders. It's Monday the 10th of July. I'm Nigel Croft. In this short video we'll be looking at two US bank stocks, Citigroup and Wells Fargo. They're both coming out with figures on Friday, so I thought it would be an opportune time to have a look at the charts and see where we are. Okay, just checking, sorry about that, just checking I was actually on the right screen. And here we have Citigroup, and this is the daily, so each candle represents 1 day's trading. And you can see that over the last 10 days we've had a very positive run. The medium-term picture was confirmed as an uptrend when we had the 20 crossing the 50 back on the 15th of May. I think actually I did a video on Citigroup not around that time, so you can look back at that. I can't remember what I said, but I hope I was positive. I'm sure I was. That trend was a golden cross that confirmed the medium-term uptrend. We are now obviously had a good move up. We're slightly overextended away from the moving averages. However, momentum does remain positive on the RSI and on the MACD. We are getting some kind of hanging candle picture there, but at the moment I'll disregard it. And we've also had a gap, which isn't necessarily a bearish sign, it's a sign of the real positive momentum. On an uptrend you tend to get three gaps. I can't see, well, there's perhaps one there back in November 16, maybe one there, but they've been covered on previous trades, so this is the first clear break that we've had with no corresponding trades previously at that level, so it should be viewed as positively. On the weekly, you can see the push into new high ground, slightly overextended away from the moving averages, but the RSI is confirming positive momentum, as is the MACD. On the 4-hour chart, again you can see that gap, again consolidating, slightly overextended. RSI, very slight non-confirmation, but there's a non-confirmation on the non-confirmation actually. We're only drifting down from there, where I want to. We're going to the big rising day is going to stay in that RSI calculation for another 2 or 3 days. Then you will see a dip in the RSI, so be aware of that. Looking at the support resistances, there's only one resistance, 68.76, and then supports 66.15 and 65.24. Moving on to Wells Fargo, again we've had a gap created. However, there has been trading previously on this chart. We're having a consolidation now. We're getting this continual picture of hammers being created on the candlesticks on the consolidation. I'm not reading anything into those at the moment. It's just a factor of a sideways trend in share. On the positive, you can see that the 20-day, not only is it crossed the 200, it's crossed back through the 50-day in a golden cross formation as they all move up. That to me is the key for the medium term and should give the impetus for further upside pressure. Here we haven't had a non-confirmation on the RSI, still remains positive momentum. Yes, it has consolidated, but we didn't get new highs on the spot, so that means there wasn't a non-confirmation. Presently it's 64.16, and the MACD are still flashing a buy signal. On the weekly, we found support at the 50 week. You can see that the 50-week did cross the 200-week in a bullish formation, as did the 20, which crossed the 50 and 200 back in December. 50 crossed the 200 in February, so they're giving positive support. We have moved down below the 20, but we're back above there, so that will start to turn around again very shortly. RSI is back above 50, 55.73 on the move up last week, and it's again showing positive momentum as it creates an uptrend, and the MACD are just starting to turn. On the support resistances, resistance 1, 56.45, and then 56.60, with support at the 20-day 54.64 and the 50-day 53.25. So that's been TA for traders, having a look at Citigroup and Wells Fargo before they come out of their earnings on Friday. Of the two charts, I probably prefer Wells Fargo. It's not as overstretched as Citigroup, and it's consolidating well, and it hasn't had a non-confirmation that we've seen in Citi, and the moving averages have all created golden crosses, and further upside should certainly be expected on Wells Fargo. On Citi, I do expect the upside potential is better than the downside. I just prefer Wells Fargo looking at the charts on this video. Thanks for watching. Please do remember these videos are for information purposes only and are not meant as an investment recommendation.